Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Sore Feet Adventurers. Left off, y'all just woke up to an exciting morning so far, and we will go back to with Saoirse. Well, Saoirse, you just talked with them.
I already read.
So now
rules.
is Ibalsa trying to wake up Nahiri? So, actually, Belle, did you want to head to the stables, or are you just gonna wait?
He's gonna take a minute to talk to the High Marshal now that things aren't rapid fire introducing themselves as high importance.
Okay.
Who are we going with first?
We're going with Belle with the messaging.
Okay.
Report. Just so you're on the same page as us. The Church of Bahamut has been after Ibalsa. More people to worry about coming after us.
Yeah, until we get a reply. What did you do?
Recently, it has come to light that that situation is something that we may need to worry about happening.
And what situation is that?
But there are more people after us. Because I had caught her up after the beer palace, what happened there.
Oh, by the beer palace?
Mm-hmm. So where, like that, there were people after us.
The assassins are understandable. Why would agents from Dragonspire be after Ibalsa?
Due to her lineage. Her father.
Would you have talked about that, or you just learned it?
I don't know any more
Okay.
than her father is the one.
Who is Ibalsa's father?
That is something that I do not know at this time.
Then why are you bringing it to my attention?
A report.
Duly noted. Go forth as originally planned. Do not worry of the knights from the Dragon Knights from Dragonspire.
Understood.
Not that you do your message. Are you in Sylvan Vale yet?
Yes. We arrived yesterday.
Good. There's a long pause and is Ralnor well?
Yes. Looks like he has new help. Her name is Merritt. She's a...
I know.
I guess I don't have to tell you about that.
Proceed safely.
Permission to use Magic Circle to get to Magic Gate.
Denied.
Understood.
You may use the ships, but proceed with caution.
Understood.
And pretty much nothing much after that.
And he'd make his way out to the stable.
Okay, you're just gonna head out to the stable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as you head out there, Belle, Ibalsa, how are you waking up Nahiri?
I'll go pound on her door and call her name out.
Just you're a mug.
Mihiri! Mihiri! Come on, wake up. No. You have to. We've got a meeting.
I really don't want to.
I don't want to either, but if I have to, so do you. Just gonna keep pounding on your door.
She'll eventually roll over and climb out of bed. Her hair is probably like wrapped around her horns when she opens the door. And just like very groggily. Just opens and...
Go get dressed. We can have breakfast and do the bath after.
Okay. Okay, I'll just go get dressed and
Okay, you
she'll
guys
grab
are
her
dressed.
stuff and...
So as Boston here, as you guys are heading out there, shortly behind while you head out there, actually, Belle, you were with Marith is with you and has a bag of carrying like it's just a sack. As you look at it, there's a bunch of apples in there. Just kind of walking towards the stable. Good morning, Master Daron.
Good morning, Merritt. Would you mind if I had one of those apples?
Of course. Kind of hold up.
Thank you.
Kind of. Why are you meeting so early. Forgive me. Master Ralnor said to be curious.
That's not a terrible trait to have. We have an important talk we need to have amongst us.
Of course, Lord Dale. Walks in. Lady Saoirse has requested apples.
Thank you. Thank you for getting them for her.
Yes, so then Okri, Sora, and Saoirse, as you see that the doors open to the stable, just open up, and you see two figures walking in.
So I see the bushel.
You see
the book.
Wrath with a big sack and kind of carry it towards you.
I light up
Bell's taking out a bite of the one he's
and
holding.
I look and I'm like, I kind of like surprised, but I don't think anything of it.
Okay.
But I like immediately like go over to the sack and like keep it on.
Your apples, lady.
Thank you so much.
Bell, you would notice I am holding the dagger that was through my chest. And kind of tapping it against my other hand. Looking impatient.
Is any of you in need of anything? You see Meredith just looking at all of you.
I'll take a couple of those apples for Gunther.
I brought extras.
Okay.
She kind of pulls out an apple and I'll hand you a couple apples.
And he takes them over to Gunther's feeding pan.
I've been instructed, Lord Daron, to tell you that Master Ralnor is in the study.
Okay. Thank you, Mary.
Kind of steps back and kind of just standing there.
Did you have a nice trance, Belle?
Did Meredith leave yet?
No, she's just standing there.
You're free to go, Meredith. Thank you.
Kind of just to look up puzzled on his little goodness. Is there anything you want me to do?
If you wanted to check back in with Ralnor.
Nods. I will do that. Kind of heads out. Okay, kind of gives that bow to everyone, like around. Or curtsy today.
And Okri tacks the rules against a wooden beam with a dagger.
Okay.
He looks to you, Bell, and crosses his arms and kind of gives a head nod motion towards the rules.
I'm just gonna go over and see what's on the
Look
paper.
it over.
Sure, as Meredith is leaving, Ball sitting here, you kind of approaching, you kind of see the open door. You kind of found it. And you do see the stables. They're between these two posts. Look like they're kind of stone posts there, trees growing over it. There's looks to be kind of a magical door open between them.
Eve also slows down, like pauses for a second. She's clenching her hands. She takes a deep breath and like determinedly strides forward.
All right, Meredith stops when she sees you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Would you like your breakfast in the stable?
If you could take it, both mine and Harry's back to my room, we'll be there to eat it later.
Do you wish to have it in your rooms or in the bathhouse?
Eat in the bathhouse? What?
Yeah. Yeah, have you never had a bath with, like, snacks or anything?
You should try an orange in a shower. It's not messy at all.
Well, yeah, it's a shower, but like a bath? Have you never had like a luxurious bath? You light some candles, put some essential oils in the bath, and you get an orange while you bathe. It's very relaxing.
I wasn't spoiled, so no.
Oh,
Who says I was spoiled? I paid for everything.
Okay, well, you spoiled yourself.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Treat yourself.
Exactly.
I suppose the bathhouse would work.
Yes, so Lady Belsa, anything here? I will go prepare that.
Thank you.
Sure. Head out. I'll walk back towards the house.
Belsa continues toward the stable.
You guys are in. You teach you a little bit of time to walk across, and everyone is gathered together. You all, so everyone gathered. You do see that Saoirse is holding a big sack, large.
It's just a sack I've closed, but no one else
Okay.
except.
I guess enough has been taken out that you can close it.
Yeah.
It's kind of tight closed, but there's holding a big sack of a burlap sack or something.
Ebalsa's gonna step forward and say, "Please let me speak first."
And you see the steely-looking eyes from Okri bearing down towards you
She's not intimidating.
and holds an eyebrow up expectantly.
So,
He's not trying to intimidate you.
okay. Yeah, her tail's flicking. It's not like a happy flick.
Nehiri has her hand on your shoulder, trying to be supportive.
First of all, yes, Okri was right. I should have told you earlier. But what I learned was extremely personal to me, and I didn't really know how to phrase it. What I did learn, however, was that the Church of Bahamut and the Crusaders currently is not an urgent issue. She looks at Okri. I spoke with the Shah last night. He said not to worry about Dragonspire, and that the Crusaders could be dealt with later. Furthermore, she looks towards Nahiri and says, there isn't really much more info about tieflings. However, I hope that you'd be reassured to know that the Minarans will be held accountable once this is over. And that to prevent more deaths, we are to continue on our path forward. Saoirse, I'm sorry, I did ask about druids, but the Shah just suggested maybe we burn down a forest to catch their attention. I don't think that was really helpful.
It really isn't.
No.
And I have enough information to go on to find them myself with help. So we should be okay.
There is an army moving south toward Freehaven, but I believe it's going to be taken care of. It's not something that should be our concern. That's mostly it, other than potentially attending a gala or a ball in Magic Gate to speak on Freehaven's behalf. There will be more information on that later.
Is that it? Is that all you have to say?
No. I'm going to tell you, I don't know how much Sora told you about the specifics of the Crusaders and the Church of Bahamut. I'm sure he told you that there was a split among the people who follow the church. The split is between those who want a crusade to spread their influence and those who want a slower, more peaceful spread. The Crusaders are using someone who may be my half-sibling as a prophet to justify their reasoning, their desire for a crusade. That's really all I know about it. I don't believe my father is involved, from what I learned. At least not directly. All I know is he possibly lives in the north. If it helps, there may be someone in the Plaxtold jungle that could help us locate him. Furthermore, I don't think that the Church of Bahamut is directly seeking me out. At least, maybe not actively, or perhaps they don't know exactly where I am. I think I would be more concerned with them potentially using me as some sort of figure to rally behind. At least I can tell you that I don't support a crusade. But as I see it, we'll just deal with that when it happens. By the end of that speech, she's actually like staring at her feet.
You have nothing more to say? Then I will speak. That dagger that has pinned the rules that I demand.
He says that you can't see in one of the beams. There's a dagger holding a piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
And how big is the dagger?
It's like a normal dagger. There's nothing magical or special about it.
No, I know. Like, how long?
It's probably about 8 inches long.
Okay. Have you ever had a dagger in your chest? Multiple times, maybe?
I would like to avoid that.
I have. because of your carelessness.
Excuse me?
If I knew about this beforehand, I wouldn't have to worry about it.
What are you talking about?
This information came to you before we went to the drinking palace.
Yeah?
If I knew about that, I would have not even gone to the drinking palace.
Well, listen, I'm sorry, okay? I had no idea about any of this part of my life.
There it is, the late apology.
I suppose you don't think you need to apologize for the way you've behaved either.
I do not.
I didn't think so.
If it wasn't me who was stabbed that day because of your carelessness, it could have been someone else in this party. Or
That assassin...
if it
We
was
don't know
someone
who sent the
else of
assassin.
your troop,
Don't
would
you
you
bring
have
my
done
troop
the
into
same?
this.
You have lots to learn. I hope you agree to those terms.
She's like shaking in anger. There's tears in her eyes.
Be careful, or the ones you hold dear may be lost.
Agree.
Are you threatening me?
It is not I. It is fate.
You think I don't know that? You think that I'm just along on this ride for fun?
I do not.
Then drop it. I know the stakes.
Keep your guard up. And he leaves the stables.
You just gonna walk out?
Mm-hmm. With his shield and his sword. And he's gonna take Gunther for a walk.
Okay. Just gonna heading out. Y'all watch kind of getting ready and heads out.
He also doesn't watch.
Okay.
You take a look at the terms?
Not yet.
Okay.
Belle's gonna send a message to Okri. I spoke with the High Marshal this morning. She told us not to worry about the Dragon Knights.
Very well.
As for a way to get to Magic Gate, she said we could use the ship. I know you don't like using the ship, but that is our fastest way of going there.
If we are traveling together, I must be more flexible. I shall swallow my pride and my fear, and we shall go to the ships. As much as I despise heights.
I appreciate your flexibility. Have a fun walk.
Yeah, that's all he says.
Okay.
Sora's gonna pick up the dagger.
And pull it out of the.
Yeah.
Alright, you gonna catch the paper before it falls?
Oh,
or-
obviously. I'm just gonna. I'll leave the note like on a place like like just
Kind of
laying. Yeah, so anyone can read it.
Something?
Anywhere they can read it. Like
Okay.
it's like on since they're. I will find out who did this. And he puts this away.
You sent it to everyone, or?
He's just saying it to himself, really, but he's saying it out loud.
Okay.
Saoirse's gonna kind of like stammer. After your you and Nahiri is done with their best, you want to meet me out on the grounds near the Pegasi. I think I've got something that might cheer you up.
Ibelsa actually doesn't like respond verbally. She's like taking some pretty deep breaths, like shuddering breaths.
Here you will respond, that might be a good distraction. Let us get some breakfast first.
Yeah, I'll wait for you later. And I kind of like give a... What's your name again?
Ibelsa.
I'm in a deep whirl of emotions too, ish. Not as deep. I give Ibelsa a reassuring look, like it's gonna be okay.
She doesn't meet your eyes.
And regardless, I do that and leave.
All right, you just gonna head out then too.
Yes, to the Pegasi.
Saoirse heads out. Those who are watching, Saoirse kind of heads out of the stables. So it's just Balsa and Harry, Sora, and Bill in the stables.
Nahiri, it looks like I have permission to use the ship, so we can use that to get to Magic Gate.
Yeah, but you would know that they haven't seen in the ship yet.
That still doesn't take back anything he says.
Okay.
Would it be feasible to make a stop at a temple on the way there?
I guess we don't have to stop at Magic Gate first.
It's on the way, so it would only be a slight detour. I don't expect to stay overnight unless something were to happen, but just for a couple hours so I can work some things out with my brother.
Yeah. Wherever we can park. Close.
There's a few areas. I'm sure we could find one.
I'm sorry that I couldn't get us to use the magic circle, though. That would have been very fast.
That would be fun. I think the others might have get the magic sick.
And Okri has agreed to the ship idea, so.
Okay. I guess while we're here and already in bad moods, anyone has any other questions? Anything else to get out? No? At a game, does everyone remember me talking about Minaran coming after me?
A little
Okay.
bit. I know. Yeah,
No,
I remember
not
the
really.
capture, but
Yeah.
I don't know that they're still coming after you.
So when we had reunited, she had talked about one of the people she'd come to kidnap her specifically.
Oh,
So I don't know. I don't remember if I clarified that she is probably going to be a target now.
I just know.
For whether or
I
not
just
we-
know that you were targeted, so that's why we've been kind of. No. Just,
Okay.
I don't think you did clarify about being targeted.
Well,
Well, she
I
has a history
assumed-
with them.
I'm just assuming that.
Yeah, I don't know. I was personally assuming you guys would understand that she has a personal history with one of them, apparently.
Yeah, I think that's all that Ogre
Yeah.
knows.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, since we're talking about dangers, when I was kidnapped, there is the risk she might come after me again.
Is there a reason why they're after you?
Only specifically one Minaran. I don't know how much you remember, as I don't remember much that night myself. She had a personal vendetta against me. She blames me for the disappearance of her daughter. I don't know. I to this day still don't know what happened.
Who is this daughter?
Her name is and she kind of pauses and she's like trying to remember. Sophia Minaran.
Can I roll a history on that, DM?
You can roll history if you want.
I'm gonna use guidance.
Nice.
+2, so +6. All right. I will use an inspiration because it seems important. Not that bad. 20, not nat.
But on that, the name really doesn't really ring a bell. The Menards, you do know as how powerful and rich they are. It's a trading family. You don't know how they're involved. You can probably have to delve in further with Nahiri, but you do know if there's a disappearance and they blame Nahiri, there might be a good bet there's a connection.
But
A wealthy family probably has good info.
But I know this Minaran family is kind of high.
Yeah,
Kind
they
of
were the
powerful.
ones who betrayed the Bane problem at Freehaven. They
Oh.
tried. They're the head family who tried to make the coup. There's the head of them is the one who told you there will be a lesson to be learned.
Okay, gotcha.
And then to clarify on what I'd messaged the Shah about, when I was captured, I discovered she had been, and you can see like she's kind of trembling at this point, like she's like wrapping her tail around herself. She kidnapped other tieflings who look like me. She tortured them. And I was trying to find them, hoping they are still alive. I don't think they are. But I guess you should probably know that, just in case. I don't know if this will change anything. I mean, we already have a target on our back. But just in case, since tensions are high now, better to clarify than have another argument later.
That is a good start to the rules, and he points with his head to the paper.
He's gonna grab the paper. What were the rules again?
Rules when traveling with
Glad you
Oaktree.
asked.
Keep the mission as the top priority. No secrets that could bring harm onto himself or others. Do not disappear without telling someone where you are going. If you need something such as a weapon or gear, ask Oaktree first, for he might be able to craft it. Everyone must be on the same page for finances. And lastly, keep your guard up.
Grumbling, Nahiri's gonna shred it.
Ooh.
Really now?
Ooh.
Okay.
How obvious are you making it that you're gonna shred it?
Huh?
Are you like going to look like?
Are you
you're getting ready to
actually
rip it?
look like you're gonna get shredded?
She looks and she clenches it and she just kind of gets ready to.
Belle's gonna
Anyway.
reach over.
Roll acrobatics.
If he puts her hand on her, she won't rip it.
He's not gonna put his hand on you. He's gonna put it on the paper.
Okay,
Not
then
you.
she'll pause. Why? And I need you to. Why does he get to make demands?
A very good question.
And then, in a combination of Infernal and Elvish, she's gonna go in between of insulting Oaktree, calling him, I don't know if I want to say this. I don't.
No, go for it.
Do it.
This is your
No,
character.
do
This
it.
is your
Do
character.
it.
I don't think anyone knows Elvis except for.
Yeah,
I
well,
was the player. Cool.
so
I don't mind.
you guys
Go for
are
it.
those who speak Elvish will get. He is blank blank a bigoted blank blank selfish probably asshole. The hell does he think he is? He needs to be more considerate, and it's honestly it's a swing between Infernal and Elvish, as that's what she grew up with speaking.
Balsa actually starts crying.
Do I see this?
You see her sob.
Oh no! Here's gonna just go. If Elsa, I'm just gonna go over and just
No, she's gonna shake her head and leave.
oh no! Did I make her cry?
You guys
She was already on the verge.
saw Belle, Sora, and here you see as he also leaves the stables.
And he's panicking, and she's like, "Oh shit! Did I say something bad? Oh no!
So when you leave the stables, you actually see, not too far off, Gunther is laying down next to Oaktree, but Oaktree is kneeling, and there are two statues that are carved with the likeliness of himself. And it looks like he is praying.
She doesn't bother to look.
So I guess be Sora, Nahiri, and Belle.
I put a hand on Nahiri's shoulder, and I say, "Let her grieve."
Oh, I did I make her cry?
No, you didn't. No.
I thought no. She's thinking her words,
No.
what she was calling Oaktree.
No, you did no such thing. Anyway, well, this meeting has come to an end, so, as a group, it's not just always Oaktree. I respect the man, but it's everyone's opinion. I will follow Ebolson's lead, so, Wherever she says, I follow. If our paths were to cross, I would feel sad.
Split.
Hmm?
You mean to
You mean
split?
split?
To split, yeah.
Yeah, you said cross.
No, sorry. Well, I meant
If your paths
paths cross. Sorry.
paths cross.
Yeah. Anyway. Well, I was, prior to this, was going to ask Okri for some shopping advice, but Belle, Nahiri, do you want to go shopping with me?
I can point you around town.
Let me check on Ibolsa first. We were supposed to have breakfast together, but I don't know if she wants some alone time. And as I say that, I'm gonna grab my tail with all my sending stone. Any message, Ibolsa, did you want some alone time?
You just hear a very quiet no.
Okay, so she's gonna turn back. I'm gonna go take care of Ibolsa. While you're out, can you do me a favor?
What do you need?
Just gonna kind of look. Can you get me some pastries with apple filling?
Okay. I look over at Belle and I look over at Belle. Would they have that?
I'm sure there's something in town that we can find.
All right. And I guess we head out and I see Okri praying.
Mm-hmm. Looks like he's lit some incense. And he is singing a dwarvish song.
I cast Bless on you. And we're going to go shopping.
You would also see these two carved stones. They're not religious in any sort.
Can I roll a history on that, DM? Or what?
Sure.
Guidance! One.
Ooh.
That's not that bad. Oh, that's really good, actually. 21.
Alright. I guess with Okri, with his 21, what does he know about what Okri's done?
You speak and read dwarvish.
Yes.
You would see. So these are about the size of.
Probably a foot.
Kind of like a garden gnome size.
Okay.
As a bag of holding. You would see that they are in dwarven armor, but along their necks is a first name and then Brightblade.
What's the first name? Say.
Haven't got that far yet.
Okay. But you'll tell me when. Okay.
Okay. So you see Okri praying to these statues with incense.
Yeah, I just bless him.
And it looks like he's first time openly showing sadness towards these two statues.
Okri, seeing this, Sora's gonna kneel down and just pray with them.
And he stops. Why are you here? You have other things to do.
As a holy man, as a person, I can't just see someone I respect be sad. So if you are facing demons, I will face them with you.
It's not demons. It is the past. I wish to prevent.
Sometimes the past has demons in it.
These two stones represents the brothers I fought alongside. They died. Due to others' carelessness. If it is something I can prevent from someone else being lost, I will try, even if I have to step on people's feelings.
Sora grabs his great axe from back, the bone one. And he points over to one of the carvings on the bone. Do you speak Draconic?
No, but as you're showing Draconic, he uses his ring of comprehending languages.
You see carvings with about 6 other names on it. These are all my brothers that died in the battles of the Hobgoblins. my brothers and sisters. And he flips the other side. And there's like a whole bunch of names.
So you're showing him. You get it that it's he's pretty much his clanmates.
Clanmates and also war buddies that are Dragonborn, really. You see, if you count, you can count about like 30 of them. These are the ones I fought alongside with. Some of them I don't even know their name.
I share sentiments, for I have the same. I try not to keep track of them, or otherwise it haunts me. But I do remember them.
So every time I wield this blade, every time I strike down evil with it, there will always be with me. Your brethren will always be with you as well.
Till I am back in stone, I shall remember them. That I know. But there's a limit to what I can do.
There's always a limit for everyone.
What we do next. I shall be a bit more flexible. But if we make any stops, I shall not ask for any. And if others do, I shall stay on the ship, preparing.
I understand.
Alright, you guys are doing that. Let's go left.
And that's all in Dwarvish. I don't know if you guys were around for that.
Yeah, Belle's awkwardly standing there.
Okay.
Harry, would you stay there?
No,
You
she
went
would've
to find,
left.
Yeah, he went straight. But after, I'd say about 30 minutes to an hour goes by. He does his prayers, and he tells Belle, "All right, there you go. We will be going out shopping.
well,
Do you
before
want
you,
anything?"
No, I shall go by myself.
May the stone guide you.
before you all head out, while you were doing all that, Sirsha, what were you doing when you left after that?
Halfway to the grounds where the Pegasi would be, I realized I decide to count how many apples are in the satchelite or the pouch.
To count them really accurately, you have to probably pull them out. You realize?
I don't. But I just like.
You can stop.
What do I see? Like, what do I see? Like, kind of like a rough count.
You just count around like 14.
14.
You know there might be like 2 or 3, maybe 4 on the bomb that you didn't see.
Okay, so I continue on to the Pegasus, and respecting the etiquette that they did, I
You're gonna just go right to them and sit
I'm going to slowly approach them until they take notice of me first.
You do see that when you approach, they're not grazing, and you actually have all the young ones behind the older ones between the building and themselves, and you see them kind of staring off in that direction. They're looking around. See the older one sees you and just nods at you.
No,
The
that's
base one nods at you.
Respecting, I guess I just decide to take maybe an apple out and kind of give a look like, may I approach? Actually, no, I say it in Elvish. May I come near? I have a satchel full of them.
You hold them out, they kind of see I hear some neighs and ring. Kind of group kind of moves all towards you. You see the older ones are still kind of look like they're shielding the younger ones. They're kind of slowly making their way towards you.
Perturbed at this, I cast speak with animals.
Okay.
I first I give a bow and then I offer it to them first. And
Do you just cast the spell first before you offer them?
yes.
Okay. You see the large Pegasus on watch at you. He's motioning to a young first.
All right, so Are they like? Is there like a space I can like get
Yeah,
through?
they're kind of making a protective circle around the younger ones.
Okay, so I go in and I start passing them out to the small ones.
Kind of watch. You see the larger one just keep looking over it, looking around.
As I do, I look back and I'm like, is something out there?
Evil.
I kind of freeze, like, oh no.
It is gone, but
Probably still near. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be speaking in alarms. As promised, I brought a lot of apples. I was also hoping that, it's been a rough morning. Emotions were trodden on, but I'm not here to voice grievances. I did not even think.
Pun not intended.
nods and just thank you for the apples you promised. And you see they're eating. This one's actually taking one. Kind of watching it.
You're welcome.
Kind of keep looking. When the fog lifts, you do. The fog's not lighter. Lifts, or you might head back to the mountains for a few days.
As long as it's safe, which I trust it is.
Ralnor's ward's gate protects us.
So, since I fulfilled my promise, am I still okay to learn what your name is?
You're like nervously like.
Yes, I am
Yeah,
like
like
folding my hands,
stares at
kind of like
You read
Plead
your
a little
hands
bit.
kind of nervously.
a little bit pleadingly, but not like too much.
Kind of goes and looks and they called me Null.
No, I will remember it well.
Gives a head bow.
I do the same. Are there any more apples? Actually, I don't ask that. I look. Are there any more apples in the
You're looking
bag?
down, you just see there's a hole in the bottom of the bag. Kind of look, one of the younger ones came and they kind of ripped it.
I kind of giggle at that. I'm like, oh, that's. Well, I'm glad to have met you.
What is your name?
Out of game.
Actually, you already did.
I already told them.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think you didn't say it was. And you too, Saoirse. Child of the sea.
I in like the best reverent respect, I bow again.
You get a couple of bows from some of the other ones.
Yeah.
Nod your heads.
Is it okay if I sit here a while? I need to compose myself because it's been, as I said before, it's been a rough morning.
Kind of motions and one of the other ones kind of moves and can let you in kind of the circle.
I guess I remain with them until for a time until I guess either they have to leave or
Someone calls, someone's looking for you.
someone calls for me.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna remain with the herd,
You're pretty much sitting with the young ones as they're kind of grazing.
petting them as they allow it. Yeah.
Okay. Doing that, and while we're praying and talking, or Okri and Sora were talking, Ibalsa, what were you doing after you left? So you left.
She's walking back towards the manor.
Okay. So you were just walking to the manor.
Crying.
Alright. You just gonna go back to your room, or?
Yeah.
Okay. You do run to Marith on the way, and she's kind of looks like she's grabbing things and hello, lady. Ibalsa. Hey. Help. She like stops you crying. Are you injured?
No. It'll be in my room.
Do you require anything?
She shakes her head and like she's meaning to like you're motioning to like walk away. Like Ebals is attempting to leave the conversation already.
She just kind of nods and just walks away. I guess it'd be Nahiri because you said you just walked to while Belle was waiting with Sora and Okri.
Mhm.
You just went to go check on Evalsa.
Yeah.
Okay. You head back over to the manor, and you gonna go back to your you gonna go to your room? Or you gonna go to
She's
Pulse's
gonna
room?
go straight to Boss's room.
Okay. As you're heading out there, you do run to Meredith, and Meredith just says hello to you. Looks like she's gonna stop you. Do you still wish me to bring your breakfasts to the bathhouse?
Yes, please. We will be there shortly.
Gives a curtsy and goes.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Yeah, she's gonna head on up to Ebalsa's room.
Before that, you do hear a thing from Meredith. Lady Ebalsa was leaking.
Leaking?
She kind of points to her eyes.
Oh, those are tears. Water comes out of your eyes during different situations. When you're...
She kind of walks away a little bit and kind of brings... Does she require more water?
Terrible day.
Yes, that would... When someone's leaking, they'll definitely need more water. If we could just have some water with our breakfast, that will be fine.
Yes, they in here. Is that why you need the bath?
Drink the whole bath.
Refill our tear ducts.
See that the Eagles has cried this campaign. Yeah, she probably could drink a whole bath.
The hair just kind of coughs and... No, the bath is to clean ourselves. For when you get, like, dirt on your hands.
Oh, Master Ragnar knows the spell to clean.
I'm sure he does.
And we have and points to one of the, you see like the chandeliers, the other homunculi know how to clean.
Yes. The baths are they're good for your skin. The fleshy bits.
I wouldn't know.
They're quite enjoyable, especially if you have it nice and warm. Maybe some scent. Do you like scented things?
Okay, just looks a puzzled look. I do not have flesh.
Out of character. I don't remember what the hell she is.
She's a homunculus.
Homunculus? Okay.
So imagine
Artificial human.
imagine an android.
Also,
Okay,
does she even
so
know what
she-
scented
No
things
soul,
are?
no childhood, just like
Yeah, just
born into creation with what knowledge was given.
It's like
okay.
Scented is good. I find that others appreciate it.
It's very relaxing. I'm not sure how to word it. It's nice.
Catches like a more confused look on her face, and she's kind of looking around. I will get your baths ready.
Thank you.
Kind of heads out. Kind of walks away.
He just kind of stares as she goes, and it's like, well, that was a conversation. Okay. She's just gonna dazedly go back to Ebulsa's room. And then knock on the door.
All right, Kyria. So, boss, you hear a light knocks.
She turns her head towards it, but she doesn't. She's kneeling on the floor and she's got like her upper body on the bed. She's just kind of.
Just like laying down on the bed with your arms like
Well, she's
above
crying
you.
into her. Yeah, crying
Into
her.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Ebulsa, it's me. Can I come in?
You hear from the sending stone. Yeah,
Alright, she's gonna. Can I open the door?
it's not
Yeah,
locked.
you know.
Okay. Yeah, she's just gonna slowly peek her head and just look at Ebulsa. And slowly come in and shut the door behind her. She'll kind of pause for a second, just kind of wait, and then she'll go over. She'll plop on the floor next to you. All right. Do you want to talk about it or do you want a distraction?
She's just gonna lean into you for a moment.
She'll wrap her arm around your shoulders.
And she says, so he's treating me like I ordered the assassin.
That was uncalled for on his part. We don't know who that assassin was. It could have been someone sent to come after us because we were agents.
I should have just thrown away that note.
None of us knew. Could have known. Besides, he's a tough old geezer. He lived. Apparently still had a good time.
I don't care. As I guess the conversation continues, Ebalsa's slowly stopping crying. She doesn't really move from her spot, though.
Yeah, that's fine. He just kind of was leaning up against the bed.
Mhm.
Just listening. Interjecting where if she needs to.
Am I really that much of a problem?
No. You've saved this team so many times. You are stronger than you give yourself credit.
I can't stop anyone from dying, though.
At that, you kind of feel her, like, kind of tighten her hold on you a little bit. That's all of us. That's unfortunate. That's how things are. People are going to die whether we want them to or not. Such is life, I guess.
She doesn't really say anything.
There's still... We may not be able to save everyone, but... And she kind of pauses. She's kind of thinking. There's still many we can save. Which is what we're doing.
Ebalsa doesn't say anything still.
She'll just hold
you
you.
just hear, like, the sniffle.
Yeah, she'll just hold you. Oh, that's... once you're calming down a little bit, our breakfast is just about ready at the bathhouse. Did you want
You
Go
feel her
ahead.
nod.
to... Okay, let's go. I got us some extra water for apparently. And she's gonna tell you about the conversation she had as she's leading you down that she had with Meredith, hoping to maybe get a smile out.
Yeah, and you get a really weak one.
Okay. Yep. So you were heading down there, so Harry and boss, you guys at the bathhouses or down there?
Hopefully before they go to get to the bathhouses, I messaged Nahiri. If you both are still planning on coming out here, have who's the maid again?
Meredith.
Have Meredith fetch you 2 apples each. It's for the Pegasi. If you still want to come along, you don't have to. I understand if you're still.
Nahir will ask Ebolsa if she still wants to go check out the Pegasus.
You get a nod.
Okay, she'll message back. Yeah, we will be there. We are going to head to the bathhouse now. We'll have breakfast and bathe and be over there.
Okay, just remember 2 apples each for each of
Okay.
you.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. What's all happening? Sora and Belle. You said you were both gonna go shopping.
I'm the tour guide.
All right. Oh, are you gonna go with them, or
Nope.
you're just gonna wait
You
for them
can
to
read
leave?
the atmosphere.
You're just gonna wait for them to leave.
No, he's gonna part ways with them and bring Gunther along, and he's gonna go into.
So you're gonna.
We're all going the
So
same way,
you're all
but
walking towards the gate together.
yeah, we're
Yeah, I'm
walking
gonna keep
the-
a distance.
All right.
and then yeah.
As you're gonna walk towards it, you do actually see there's maybe kind of a small crowd you could see. You see Roundor over at the gate. Looks like he's talking to some people.
I pick up my pace with.
I go rushing out there.
and I guess jump off. I would find this to be abnormal,
Same. I'm just gonna go check that out.
and I kind of give a worrying look towards Sora, with a eyebrow raised and then looks at Ragnar. I walk up.
To Ragnar.
But yeah, Ragnar. What's going on?
He's you see me, he stares at you. Yeah, puts a finger up. Excuse me. He's speaking in Dwarvish to you. Master Oak, excuse me, one moment. Goes back to Elvish.
I used Ring of Comprehension.
He seems he's talking to a little kind of crowd.
I asked.
I will look into the matter myself. No promises. I will see what I can find out. Just go on with your days.
I'm using my Sending Stone to relay that to Sora.
Yes.
All right. Kind of see that it kind of happens. He nods and kind of leaves. Some of the crowd kind of disperses. Other ones are just like, look, they want more questions. He's kind of walking back towards them. He has his hand pinching the Butcher's nose.
Crossed.
He's like, he kind of walks back towards the matter. Just,
What's the matter?
Gunther, let's go.
you all gonna follow him? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm guessing you're following as well.
Yeah.
He just kind of walks a little distance.
What is the issue? A group of people come to you asking for advice or help. What's the problem? Is it of our concern?
I would say no, but perhaps.
Then yes, it is.
All right. You tell us.
This would be a better conversation in the study. We have refreshments there.
I'm okay with out here where there's fresh air.
Same.
Unless you say it is better to be in there.
He's looking around. I believe I prefer privacy.
If that is what you ask for. I shall take Gunther to the stables, and I shall find you.
Thank you, Master Ogre. He nods to you and be in the lounge. Actually, he says it will be in the study. We'll wait for you to return.
Very well. And he hops onto Gunther and not in like a mad dash, but at a quickened paced speed, he heads off to the stables and then comes back.
Okay. To that, he motions for you three to join him in the study.
Alright.
He brings you a little guide as you go in. It's kind of down in one of the halls and brings you a separate room. Belle, you notice there's a lot of books out. Usually it's a pretty tidy place. We see there's a bunch of books. Look like they're just sprawled out and opened.
I want to roll perception on what the general thing is with what's in the context of the books.
Okay. Roll.
Any languages that are, is it like all in common, Elvish, or?
Most
21.
21. Looking around, if you notice really nothing you could tell about the books. With your 21, what can you read?
Everything for 1 hour because of
okay. You see there's different languages. Mostly it's in Elvish, but there's Common and some in actually there's a couple of Dwarvish books.
Is there any patterns or anything?
They seem to all be kind of just storybooks. Kind of maybe some were history, kind of. But some looks like they might have been like just some stories, kind of fantasy stories. Maybe even some would be looks like retelling of accounts of like other people's adventures. You're kind of looking at it. And they're just kind of sprawled around the room. Kind of looks like kind of really haphazardly. Some are actually even thrown around.
And Okri speaks up and says, "It seems that you have quite the fascination with adventuring."
I wish it was only that.
Do tell.
Motion to some seats. For all you to take a seat.
I stand.
Refreshments?
I'm
No.
good.
The books tell me a person like a mad scholar frantically looking for information.
Yes, I would apologize. There was an incident this morning.
What type of incident?
I did not wish to alarm you until I found further information. Seems something was probing our defenses of the estate.
So you are unaware of what this something is.
Not completely.
Its origins.
He goes and finds a book. And then he finds, I was looking for, he points, reads it, and the beast invisible in the light, was visible in light, shimmered in the dark.
I want to roll history.
I want to roll history on that too. Guidance.
It's blood like fire in the night.
27.
27? What are you looking for exactly?
The
22.
likeliness of where I've heard that from.
You're thinking about it, it's a dwarven tale with your roll. You remember there's we can look at the book he's holding. It's kind of an account of several, just like kind of a collection of all the stories and just like kind of adventures they've gone on.
Mm-hmm.
And you know these stories are kind of based off pretty much they're true. They're all based
Right.
on actual accounts.
Would I know or heard of a creature similar in the likes to that? Was
Listen to
27?
I got 22 on that. So.
22, 27. You haven't really heard of it, but you don't believe it's a natural creature. So you believe it's a monstrosity or something maybe even demonic.
Demonic.
Do you remember, do any of you know anything of the devils or demons?
A bit, but not much. Most of my enemies are men.
I can't recall. I believe this account speaks of what was probing the defenses the other day, or this morning. And it explains why I couldn't see them.
You're saying it was some sort of fiend.
Yes, I believe there was some sort of fiend, demon, or
Do not
Checking
go and
out the-
protect us.
checking out other gates. The fences hold because they are warded, but I found evidence of markings. It was quite large creature as well. Visible in the light, but catch glimpses in the dark.
By glimpses, how are you seeing this creature?
Oh, like an outline.
Okay.
That's why and it's obviously very smart. For it came at dawn, or when the sun rose, the rising of the sun.
And you couldn't see a shadow at all with this creature?
The fog makes it hard. I can only sense it. He's holding up his hand. Spring gives me knowledge of happenings on the estate grounds.
Out of game. If it's something or similar to the race that wanders the mountains, Oku would probably have heard of it.
So these are summoned.
Interesting. Okay.
I believe, being what that is, I believe someone has summoned. I believe someone has summoned one of these, or there was two, or more to. Forgive me, but I believe they're after you all.
Something summoned.
Now, if it was just some beast I could handle, but if it's this smart, it means it will not attack you directly in town.
I've heard wizards and sorcerers summoning things. He looks towards Bell. What knowledge do you have of this?
I know the same as Ralnar.
Should we contact your mother?
They are likely after us since we are here.
Or if they are, no offense to your achievements, more experienced in the arcane knowledge, they might have a glimpse of knowledge of what this could be.
It also is, I suppose, prudent to tell you of the happenings in Sylvan Vale.
Happenings. What goes on?
Well, the crowd, as you saw there, was... Apparently there were some deaths this morning. I suspect from these creatures that have approached. But before that, there was word of undead in the neighboring villages.
Undead.
Undead.
Yes.
Are they evil?
I do not know. I have heard of the rumors, and I believe the guards are investigating it.
He's undead. Have they attacked anyone?
That's just it. The guards were sent to some of the surrounding villages, and they apparently, what I was told was the guards reported nothing back. And there are still accounts of missing. Citizens going missing, and still more accounts of dead.
Did they report as in nothing at all is going on, or did they fail to report at all?
I do not know. I'm sorry, Mr. Oakley.
How
The guards do keep to themselves, and perhaps they failed in some way and do not wish to injure their pride.
How do we know this is an undead thing? You said they spotted undead, the citizens of the
Yes.
villages? And are guards stationed there?
I believe there are patrols. I would imagine, and I do know guards have been sent out to investigate.
We're in the territory of Magic Gate, is that true?
It's a good few weeks travel away.
But we are in their territory.
Are we
Yes.
around?
I look to Bell. If we take care of this could be a bargaining chip to get them on our side. Plus, you get to save your people. I'll leave the decision up to you.
Has this ever been a problem before with the undead? Being such a high magical place here.
Oh, there are several, to my knowledge, there's several large and, I suppose, and patrolled graveyards all around Lutherencia. For I don't know if you're familiar with history, of the bloody history the kingdom has. Several of these, hundreds of those have died of stalking the land and look for the lost ones. From my understanding, most of these places are usually toward the west, closer to Dwarven holds. Yeah, motion towards you, Ogre. And you really have to, really in hard to reach areas. No one goes there accidentally. But it is plausible that with the magic, there could be undead rising around. There could be. They finally could just stumbled upon the village.
How far is the closest village?
As closest village, why that would be. It's kind of thinking, there's a few that are close by. What do you think is closer? There, Bell is Brookshire or Duskshire? You know, if they follow the river, you'd come to Brookshire a little further up, towards the north, but Duskshire might be one that'd be closer.
Must be Duskshire then.
Duskshire would be. It's close to the base of the mountains, and there are the dark woods, hence its name, Duskshire. Be a good spot to hide for any undead.
I have a question. Who came up with those names and with quite the ironic calamity going on with them?
Well, you see, Duskshire, if you've not been, forgive me, large trees there, have taken root. They tend to blot out the sun. So what sun that rays does make it through, and not a whole lot. So tends for the darkness there. It has a steady population, as there are many herbs and roots, other important flora and fauna that can be found in the woods. Some of rare ingredients, not as rare as the jungles, mind you, but still good for potions and concoctions.
Is the village itself shrouded by the foliage?
I believe a majority of it is. I've never actually been.
Would you mind if we stopped by to get something before going towards Duskshire?
In town?
Let's say a magical trinket.
I suppose. Perhaps you could speak with Alduin, your classmate. Perhaps he knows more. Or you could speak with the Lieutenant Governor. That's all I can offer you. As I said, I don't believe this infernal creature that came this morning will appear again so soon.
Probably, well, what's to say they don't appear next daybreak?
Perhaps. But the busy streets here, I believe it'd be spotted too easily. And it would not come at you at night, for you would be able to see it.
There's something we might be able to get that will help.
What direction did it come from?
I do not know. When I first appeared, I was alerted to it. I was in trance.
When you get alerted, does it point a direction or just...
I just know where the gates at wards are being tested.
Which gates were tested at?
You point at just the surroundings. I believe, my best guess would be they came from the west.
West. West of where we're at right now.
Yes.
All right.
West, or perhaps even Bloodgate.
Any tracks that you found?
He goes and grabs a paper. He's kind of drawing. He kind of holds up what looks to be a large paw print. Like claw marks. I don't know if it's the actual size, but I would put it on the scale of a tiger or a lion.
Now, why are those summons, fiends, why could they not enter the premise?
The entire state is boarded.
Are other places warded as well? Not this estate.
Maybe some of the other states, perhaps. This one is a special case, as Lady Daron requested the defenses be built so strong.
Who is the Lord Mayor of this area?
Lord Mayor, that would be Onvir Vinceren, Lord Governor.
While we take care of the threats, it is up to, I guess, whoever is owning the property with the wards. But would it be possible to house during the night the residents who do not have wards?
Well, of course. I mean, well, we have quite the sizable estate.
If you wish to prevent more deaths that way, it is a suggestion.
I do not know how the local guard will respond to that.
I have no sway towards the Lord Mayor, merely a suggestion to give to you, or Bell.
Well, I'm afraid none of us would have you to sway him. He is not here.
Then who is in charge in their absence?
That would be the Vice or Lieutenant Governor. What was his name, Bell?
That was Tobias Mardigan.
Ah, Tobias Mardigan. Yes, thank you. Thank you. He's a human. Often overworked, but I believe he would be in charge now. As you see, the Lord Governor, along with many of the other property owners of the city, have head back to the homeland in preparation for the Arcana Reverie Jubilation Ball over at Magic Gate.
I've heard of laws of letting people use properties as garrison, but what about evacuation?
Again, that would fall upon the guard captain, as it would be his call.
Right.
I am just a merely servant.
Well, it seems that we have heard and said what we can do.
If we go and search out for these undead ramps,
What do you say, Bell? This is your land.
Innocent lives are at stake.
Why not help them? We helped the people at Honeyshore. There's
I
no
suppose
difference.
we did.
There's no difference.
Should we help these ones? We can use it as a card.
I mean, they did not ask. There's no guarantee.
They did not ask, but it shows that we, the agent that represents he, represents a good man. And if we are like that, they can see that the country that should be will be like that too.
That's the best we could hope for.
I'm going to prepare my wagon then.
Shall we have the others? This would be a group effort. I'm sure the three of us could not handle this alone. Unless we are just merely scouting first.
Scouting is what I intended. It seems the half-dragon needs rest.
Why
Unless
do you-
they are up to it.
Okri, why do you just keep referring to her as half-dragon? I told you. She's
I refer
still
to you
Ibalsa.
as elf. I refer to others as tiefling.
Sure, but before this had happened, you never... Not mostly. You never referred to her as that. You would say Ibalsa.
Because you know the importance of half-dragons.
I only know anything about any half people. Not the intricacies of anything besides perhaps half elves.
Very well. I shall do as you say then. If you want to gather the others so we can do more than scouting, that is up to you. Either way, I am going off to ready my wagon.
you head out to go and
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna go over to so Ibalsa and Hiri. You say you were all in the bathhouse and you see the vastness of the bathhouse. Actually, it's quite large. Think of like a Japanese bathhouse, which is how large it is. There's actually a kind of a fountain and kind of shooting out warm water, kind of like a not rainbow, but a waterfall going down, so you can kind of bathe in it and whatnot. So the food's kind of placed to the side, and Meredith is just sitting there over at the side, kind of ready with towels ready.
Here will, before they get in the bath or anything, go ahead and just place the towels on the side. We will take care of ourselves from here.
Yes, laying here. She kind of places it there and just keeps standing.
You are excused. Thank you for your assistance.
stares at you, and then with that, she stares at you, Balsa.
Balsa shrugs. She doesn't really know what to say.
I will tend to the others. Okay, gives a curtsy and kind of walks off. So, yeah, pretty much that happened while you guys were just bathing and eating. Once you're done, I'm just gonna say just for yes, what do you want to say, Luke?
So this is the first time you have seen Nahiri without a shirt on. You know. Sounds really
What
weird.
turn are we going?
Okay, now there's a different ship. Whoa!
Whoa! What's going on?
No.
Yuri can be Polly. It's okay.
Yeah, she has 2 hands and a tail.
Okay. Where are we gonna go with this? Okay.
Moving on.
All right.
It was done.
All right, here.
So with your shirt off, you
Didn't
see.
you guys go to a bathhouse before though? When did you see?
I
them
don't
first?
think so.
No.
I know.
No,
we
they've
went to
never
a
bathed
What do
bathhouse.
they see on your back?
You would see a lot of scars down her back. Like some look like lash marks, probably some burns. And you can see like it travels like all the way down her back. You can see the connection. She has one you would probably seen from the beginning since she wore a crop top from the beginning. But you see the slash from her left side just goes up and like swings around from like her wings. You would see all the scars. She has scars all over her legs, some of her arms that her bracers usually cover. But yeah.
Ebalsa's shocked. She's got her hand over her mouth and she's not sure what to say. But eventually she does manage to squeak out, do those pain you?
What?
Nothing, never mind.
Are you talking about? Oh! You haven't seen these. No, they don't hurt. No. This one on my right for a while did. That was recent.
Do your thing. Don't mind my saying
Why are you
language.
laughing there?
I don't understand what the
Keep
signals
going.
are.
going.
I was spelling. You can continue.
Sure. Okay. She's like, but no, a lot of these are really old.
Oh, are you all right?
I guess. They don't hurt.
Sorry, I am curious, but I don't really feel like it's my place to ask.
Oh, like how did I get these?
She nods.
Combination of, she'll point to one on her thigh. This happened during a thieves mission. I've got a couple on my back. One was from school. My friend, he misfired a spell and that went really wrong. I still hold him accountable to this day. It's great. And when she like points to some of the others, these ones I'd rather not say.
You don't have to.
But not all the scars are bad. They're just, I like to think of them, they are proof that I have lived. I lived through what this world shitty stuff has thrown at me.
Ebalsa looks a bit pensive and eventually nods.
Yeah, so if you ever see, don't be afraid to ask about them. They're each has a story of its own.
Oh, all right. She's just been pretty quiet.
Okay. I'm gonna say if we with that with eating and bathing.
Ebalsa actually she doesn't really eat. She maybe picks out a couple things and then leaves it.
Okay.
I will say she puts a shit ton of effort into like her appearance today.
Okay. So after you bathing, washing up, I'm gonna say you're just drying off. Just drying up, and with that, so you guys you're gonna go right through that to speed it up, and you're gonna go head over
You
to.
just gotta say Ebalsa's makeup is on point.
All right.
Who would offer to
Her
do
hair
her
is
hair?
perfect. She's actually gonna use I think it was enamel or ceramic flower pin that she's got
Oh, okay.
that puts her hair up for her.
Nice.
Puts flowers into it.
Jealous.
You gotta head to go get apples.
Oh yeah, Nahiri will mention we need to pick up some apples
You
before.
gotta do something else here, sure.
No, I was just like waiting out of game. It's just like, don't tell them. Let them remember that they forgot. But keep going.
All right. So you get the apples. Marith brings the apples to you. Yes.
I will, since he's already left with the wagon, I'm gonna tell Belle There's something I must look for in the shops. I'll be right back. I'll be in the city.
I was gonna go with you basically too.
Oh, you are? Okay, then.
The other thing is, you don't have to roll for it, neither do I. I didn't mean to say half dragon, but you know that Okri is basically bullshitting about saying half dragon and tiefling. Basically, you would understand he calls people by their names if you trust them.
No one knows that.
Then I'm not going to take back what I said, though, because based on patterns in the past.
He was bullshitting. That's why you don't have to roll. You would understand that. Your character's quite smart.
Okay. So yeah, you're just waiting for Okri. So yeah, I'm gonna say Balsa and here you guys show up to the back part where Saoirse is. And Saoirse is still just sitting there surrounded by the Pegasus.
Do they even notice? Because I imagine the Pegasus are like pretty huge
And the horse size. All the younger ones are kind of
and
trying to
still
play with you.
encircled.
The other ones are kind of laying down next to you.
Yeah. One is laying on my lap.
Oh.
So I guess we're approaching then?
Yeah, your spell would have wore off by now too. So
Oh,
Wilson's actually not going to get too
I know
close.
what creature it is, too.
okay, you do see
I
Saoirse,
perk
with
up.
your perception. You do see Hiri and Balsa. So
Do I know what Pegasus are?
you can roll.
Would I have heard about them in stories and shit?
No, you told me.
You can roll. We'll see.
What? Am I rolling history?
Roll.
Oh, that's right.
Nature.
Nature. Just saying that.
Ah,
Yeah, I know that, but he also
it's a
said height
9.
and demonic.
Got a 10 in nature.
I know.
You have heard of the time. You've heard of horses that could fly. You've never seen them.
Not even in magic it?
What?
At the magic school? College of Magic?
With your 9, you weren't listening to your study.
so
You
yeah,
roll nature! Let me roll history!
that's not how that works.
So you do, and you kind of get back there. You're just kind of taken back. Both of you just see all these horses. They kind of just like look your direction, and kind of one of these horses with large wings, feather wings. These beautiful horses, I should say. And they kind of just look in your direction.
I like noticing them. I speak to Noel. Is like, these are my companions, but I will allow you to deem them. They brought apples as well, so
As that's happening here, he's shaking Ibalsa. They have wings. What is this?
It's the Pegasus.
You both see the largest one kind of approach you both. Just walk up to you.
Bolsa goes very still.
Kind of sniffs you both.
Gonna slowly bring up an apple.
Kind of goes and kind of pauses at you and Hiri.
She just kind of stands. She's gonna like open her wings a little bit to show me like she has wings too.
Kind of goes closer to Ibalson. Kind of takes a bite of one of the apples. It does a bow.
Ebalsa, out of reflex, bows back.
He's looking like, what the heck? And here we'll bring her apple out.
And like, nudges at you and just like points to the group.
Ebalsa, like, side-eyes Nahiri and just...
He's like doing a look of like, don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me.
And then it kind of goes and looks at you. Like kind of, you see
So-
it kind of stares at you and Hiri.
She'll offer
Items to make.
flat palm apple.
Kind of looks like it smells you again.
Spells.
Kind of shakes his head.
Gaslight.
Saoirse.
I stand up and
I mean, he would be.
uh,
He would love that.
I like quizzically like approach Null, and while I do so, I cast. I can. Oh, that's a
Big
cantrip,
bell?
right?
No,
That's-
it's a spell.
It's a spell.
Level 1 spell.
What's the casting?
Speak with animals.
Yeah, that's level 1.
I can do it again. I don't think anything's going to be
And you
pressing.
can also cast it as a ritual.
It's a ritual too, so you can wait 10 minutes and then cast it
For free.
For free.
Free?
Yeah.
Free.
No, I'm going to cast it on the spot right now because I want to understand what's happening. So I go up to Null and I speak in Elvish. Is something wrong with Nahiri?
Your friend. So you kind of stop, looking away, kind of
I
taking a step.
kind of like give Nahiri a
She's-
worried glance.
Smells like the things that were at the gate.
Can I see them talking?
You don't.
You don't.
You see the horse.
Search
looks
is
like
making horse noises.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Well, yeah. But I'm also speaking in Elvish.
Squeaker, squeak,
So I
squeak,
can
squeaker,
understand.
Speaking Elvish, if you would.
Squeak.
That's what I was doing.
You got-
but like, I want to hear what he's telling me.
You can understand what he's saying. Do you speak Elvish?
Yes, I do.
So you hear Saoirse asking questions, but then Saoirse just kind of nodding. You hear noises from the things.
Is something wrong, Saoirse?
He says that he smells. There was a threat earlier today, and
What?
he smells the same scent on you, as if
He's not
Others.
trying to you demon blood.
others would deem.
Kind of walks away. No ill will, but I do not want her near the herd.
No
So he walks back away.
What did?
I thank you for the apples. Kind of nods at you though, and he grabs the apples and from you, like brings it back to the herd.
Very
He
nods back.
he regards you with suspicion, but
Why?
only because the threats that I guess were testing the wards around the area were the same smell as yours. That's what he's saying to
He
me.
pauses.
He doesn't want you near the herd because of that, but I'm like, I didn't realize this was gonna happen.
No, it's normal. It's fine. It's to be expected. My kind aren't welcome in most places. You guys enjoy yourselves. I will go to the library.
I'm sorry about this.
No, Saoirse, don't. It's fine. Again, I'm used to this. I may be born to human parents, but demon blood still courses through my veins. That's not exactly welcome here.
All right then.
Would anyone have some Bell or Sora or Oakley? Would any of you message everyone else or?
I mean, we'd say. I guess you guys don't really know about the war, so we'd say. I would just say.
To everyone?
I would just say to everyone who doesn't know. So I think it's Saoirse. I don't know if Saoirse knows. So Saoirse, Ibalsa, and then Nahiri, I say. We might have trouble. There was a threat this morning with some demonic being came by and was trying to take down the wards and try to get to us.
You get back.
Should we prepare for a fight?
It's gone now, but it doesn't seem like it's going to attack us now. But during daytime, it says it can become invisible.
Are we safe here?
That I do not know. But we also have another issue to deal with.
And right, we say that we're going to end this episode right here. Thank you for joining us for this session of Swordfield Adventures. Please join us for the next one. Have a good day.